Welcome to the Porch broadcast. Well, as you guys know, we try to once a week put out what we call a porch talk. And what that is we started out on our front porch here and we'd just do a talk about things that might be of interest in people's lives, ways of improving life, trying to contribute to the world that we live in, the communities that we live in, and try to give advice and thought and direction to people to help them to be successful in life and to do well. And so we're going to start again this morning. We're going to do a porch talk. This is Sunday, and we try to get these things done on a Sunday and edited and put out. And sometimes I do them during the week and then edit them on a Saturday and Sunday. But as a general rule, we do them on Sunday, do all the editing, everything that goes along with that. But anyway, just a short explanation about what we're doing for newcomers, new viewers. They can kind of understand the mission that we have in front of us. And so, having said that, let's just jump right on into the porch talk subject this morning that we're going to be talking about, and that is purpose. Purpose in your life. Now, here's the thing about purpose. There's so many people that go through life without having or identifying any kind of a purpose in their life. They just kind of fall through life and aimlessly go through life. And at the end of their life, they look back and they wonder what they've done, or somewhere in the middle of their life, they may look at life and say, what am I doing? What is my purpose? And if you never identify a purpose in your life, you're not going to really find peace in your life. I can tell you that from experience as well as the psychological studies that I've done over the years. So, is purpose important? Well, identifying your purpose and then putting your life into alignment with that purpose is very important. It's one of the most important things that you'll ever do. I think about if I look at it from the biblical perspective, the first thing that God did in the Garden of Eden was He gave Adam and Eve a purpose. He said, go forth and multiply. Well, that was their purpose. They were to populate the earth. So purpose is not something that's new to humanity. It's as old as humanity is. And so it's got to have some importance. So let's start out with, how do I identify my purpose? Because until you identify your purpose, you'll never fulfill your purpose, and you'll never really find true peace and happiness unless you do. You don't want to be one of those that just aimlessly goes through life and waste it. So let's talk about, how do you find your purpose? You know, every person in the world that I know of has got a purpose. I believe every single soul has a purpose here on this earth to fulfill. And so if you have a purpose and you are a God-fearing individual, you understand that that purpose was given to you by your Creator. So to ignore that purpose would be to ignore the calling of your Creator. And that certainly cannot be a good thing. But here's how you start identifying your purpose. For one thing, I'd recommend to anybody, to just say in a prayer, Lord, I'm not sure what my purpose is, but I'd like to know it, and I'd like to have the ability to fulfill that purpose. Now, He'll give you the ability to fulfill it. So that's how you start. Number one, you pray. Number two, you need to get quiet maybe several times over the next few weeks and just spend some time quiet and ask yourself some very honest questions and answer them as honestly as you know how. What is it that I like in life? What is it that I would like to do? If I could do anything I wanted to do, what is it that I would like to do more than anything else? And now some people are going to answer it with something profound like, I'd like to help people get well if they're hurt or sick, or if they're tormented mentally. I'd like to help them get past that. Now you're starting to dial in on your purpose. Now, true purpose, I want to really quickly say this because it's absolutely essential for you to know this. If what you decide you want in your life is your purpose, and it is to help other people, you found your true purpose. But if you say, well, my purpose is get rich so I can have nice cars and people will count me as a celebrity, and they'll look up to me and I'll be able to buy anything I want and do anything I want. If that's what you think your purpose is, you're gravely deceived. And you will never find peace and happiness in that, because that's not your true purpose, nor is it the purpose for anybody. Anytime you think your purpose is for you to take that ability and use it solely for yourself, fact of the matter is, self has to come in last place on this ideal. If it comes in first place, you are going down the wrong road. So having said that, dig down deep inside of you. You may say, well, I want to teach. The purpose and gifting of a teacher is a beautiful thing. And you can take that and help people. Now, if you come and say, well, I want people to do what I tell them, think what I tell them, and I'm going to teach them to do that, you just got a distorted view of purpose is what you've got, and it'll only hurt people. That's the way that works. That's just dastardly. Okay, I better watch out. I get angry when I think of people that think that way. But if you say, well, man, Paul, all I ever been was a housewife, and that's all I know how to do. Don't you cut yourself short if your purpose is to be a good mother. My wife is just exactly that. She's mothered our kids and our grandkids, and she's mothered the people she works with, and they love her. She's been on a few jobs throughout the years, and I always watch it. People don't always like me, but they always love her. And it's because of that mothering purpose that she has in her life. And I am so thankful that she's got it. So don't ever cut yourself short because you don't think your purpose is as high a purpose as anybody else. Let me tell you, that motherly and fatherly purpose may be one of the best purposes in your life. And it may be a purpose that you have for a period of time. Now, purposes can change. I don't want to get into that today, but just be aware that you can be a mother for a while, and then you may go on to be a doctor or a psychiatrist or a lawyer or just, I don't know, there's countless millions of things you can go on to be. So you may fulfill your purpose for a season, and then a new season may come up, and probably will. But having said that, get quiet. Don't move on your purpose until you're reasonably sure you know what that purpose is. You may say, well, what if I miss it? You may, likely not if you'll do what I'm telling you to do, is you just go in and you just wait and search yourself and ask yourself what that purpose is. Something may come up and you may say, well, gosh, Paul, all I ever wanted to be was the best mechanic in the world. Go for it. A good mechanic is gifted, I can tell you. A good mechanic is gifted. So don't ever cut your purpose short because it doesn't seem to be some high and lofty purpose. Those small purposes in life are maybe some of the greatest purposes in the world. Find that purpose, then dedicate yourself to that purpose. And let me say this is not the good news part of it, but it's the truth part of it. Fulfilling a purpose is never easy. It is always an uphill battle, but it's a battle worth fighting. And for each little segment of that battle you win, the victories are sweet. Understand when you've won a part of that. Understand when you're going to the next part of it that it's not going to be easy. But just purpose in your heart that you're going to do it. Ask your Creator, help me do it. Help me, Father, to be the best I can be in the purpose that you gave me. And then work at that. Be diligent at that. Do the best job you can do. It will change your life. Absolutely. No doubt about it. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys listening to me. Hope I've said something that'll help you. If you feel like it, subscribe, hit like, give us a comment. Those things help our algorithm, help us keep this show on the air, and we'd like to do that. So if you can do that, please do that for us. Otherwise, we here at the Porch love you, and may God bless. Have a good day.